So have a good day everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is MALACAD and I am the first one to be discussing to you today our research proposal. This video presentation will include the discussion of the background of the study, the objectives, the methodology, including the research design, the research method, the research instrument, the Gantt chart, and of course, the budget proposal. But before I proceed, let me introduce also the other researchers responsible for this study. Of course, my group mates, Gonzalez, LORELYN MORDIDO, and of course, DALISAY. Now, our research proposal was entitled Review of Properties, Nutritional, and Pharmaceutical Application of Caesalpinia Sappan L or Sibukao. Let's have the background of this study. Plants are living organisms coming from the trees, flowers, grasses, ferns, and herbs which typically grows almost everywhere. There are about 300,000 plant species in the world. Plants are rich in nutrient magnesium, vitamin A, and other essential nutrients. Some drugs or medicine were derived from plants because of its good beneficial to the people in need, especially to the health. As a biology students, I firmly believe that plants are really important in our lives, in our planets, and for all the living things, because I believe that plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen from their leaves. Which means humans and other animals need to breathe. Plants are not only supply us with food, but with other provisions such as wood products, oil, resins, coal, and even petroleum. I think that they also provide us raw material needed to make shelter, clothing, and most importantly, the medicines. However, I think that medicinal plants provide major source of molecules with medicinal properties due to presence of natural compounds. I also believe that medicinal plants are useful for curing human diseases and play an important role in healing due to presence of phytochemical constituents. For our objectives, we are going to send plant sample to National Museum or Bureau of Plants in Manila Museum for identification. We have also to identify the plant, to search for literature related to Caesalpinia Sappan, and of course, we are going to conduct also interviews on ethnobotanical use of Caesalpinia Sappan in Tablas, Romblon.
Have a good day everyone. My name is DALISAY and I am going to discuss today our conceptual framework. As we can see here in our conceptual framework, we have three sections or three boxes included the input and throughput and of course the output. Here in input, we are going to collect or get all the ideas from all the interviews of related literature about Sibukao plant or Caesalpinia Sappan L. I believe that this research input are the condition that exist for to group activities, whereas process are the interactions among group members. Next, we have the throughput. We are going to collecting data, designing of survey questionnaire, conducting interview and survey, statistical analysis of result. For me, I think that throughput is a quality of information. People of materials that is put through the process in a specific period of time. Just like an example of medicine, it can be used to describe the efficiency of laboratory reproduce, such as a genetic sequence or the number of patients seen in the clinic in a certain period of time. The last output, so as we can see here, we are going to review the properties, nutrition, and the pharmaceutical application of Sibocao plant. So, these are the result of our output of our group activity that are valued by the team of our team. I believe the purpose conceptual framework is that is illustrate what your concept to find through your research. It defines the relevant variables for the study and the map out how they might relate to each other. So you should contact a conceptual framework before you begin collecting data. So it is often represented in a visual form. Eventually, I think that conceptual format aims also to explain the key concept or variables and the relationship between them and need to study. Simple put, conceptual framework is the way the ideas are organized to achieve the research project proposed and explanation to the most common method employed. And thank you.
Greetings everyone. I am Lean Teologo Gonzalez. Today, we'll discuss the methodology of this study. This part entails the systematic procedures and techniques on how the research developed. Under the methodology, we have here the research instrument, research method, and research design. In research instrument, we will use the survey questionnaire and interview for gathering of data. In research method, it will use quantitative method to examine the gathered data and results of Sibocao in Tablas Romblon, specifically Nilooc, San Andres, Santa Fe, and Ojongan. Under research design, this study is uses of descriptive method, which its primary duty is to observe and to describe the topic of the impacts and application of Sibocao in Tablas Romblon.
Good day everyone, I am LORELYN MORDIDO and today I will be the one who will present the Gantt chart, which is the schedule of our activities that includes the plan and duration of conducting and accomplishing our thesis proposal. So as you can see in the screen, here is the table for the schedule of activities. A Gantt chart is a project management tool assisting in the planning and scheduling of projects of all sizes, although they are particularly useful for simplifying complex projects. Next, I will be talking about the budget proposal. Here is a table with our budget proposal, expenses, and costs. A budget proposal is a formal document that is used to clearly provide the financial budget plan for the company, a project, or a campaign.